Anga Karna. Karna is among the most popular and complex characters in the Mahabharata, showing both nobility and nastiness over the course of the story. He was the first son of Kunti and was thus half-brother to the Pandavas and the eldest of them. Although Duryodhana of the Kauravas appointed him as king of Anga, his role in the legend far exceeds the importance of a king. He fought for the Kauravas in the great battle at Kurukshetra. As such, the name is common Indian first name. The Princess Kunti attended to the sage Durvasa for a full year while he was a guest at her father's palace. The sage was pleased with her service and granted her a boon whereby she could call upon any god of her choice and beget a child in his image. Unsure of whether the boon would actually be granted, Kunti, while still unmarried, decided to test the boon and called upon Surya, the sun god. Bound by the power of the mantra, Surya granted her a son as radiant and strong as his father, although she did not want a child, wishing only to taste the power. Through his divine power, Kunti retained her virginity. Thus, Karna was born. Surya gifted Karna with an armor and a pair of earrings, which were dipped in amrit and which were attached to him from the birth. Unwilling to face the world as an unwed mother, Kunti abandoned Karna, setting him afloat in a box in a river. The child Karna was borne down the river and picked up by King Dhritarashtra's charioteer, Adhitratha, a Sudra. Karna was raised by him and his wife Radha as their son and named Vasusena due to his natural set of armor and earrings. His life went through various phases of tragedy and sacrifice alternately. He displayed this sense of sacrifice continuously, but no good came out of it because he was destroyed by the one thing that mattered to him the most. He wanted to be somebody that he was not, at least in the society. Maybe he actually was in reality, but as far as society was concerned, he wanted to be somebody he was not. Because of this obsession, he continuously blundered. He was an intelligent man. He had enough sense to see that what Duryodhana was doing was wrong. But he was not just a passive participant, he was an active participant who goaded Duryodhana on many times. Duryodhana's life could have been saved if only Karna used his intelligence rather than his loyalty and gratitude. He failed to use his intelligence and continuously went from one blunder to another. During the Mahabharata, Indra, the king of the gods and the father of Arjun, realized that Karan would be invincible in the battle as long as he had the golden armor suit and the earrings that he was born with. During the Pandavas' exile, when war was imminent, Indra took it upon himself to weaken Karna. He decided to approach Karna as a poor Brahmin during his midday worship. He knew of Karna's moral policy and that he would never refuse any request of a Brahmin or beggar at that time of the day. In this way, Karna lost his armor and earrings. When Krishna came to sue for peace, he spoke to Karna. Why are you doing this to yourself? This is not what you are. Let me tell you what your parentage is. Kunti is your mother and your father is Surya. Suddenly, Karn broke down. He always wanted to know who he was and where he came from. On the 17th day of the war, Karn was faced with Arjun, his ultimate rival. But by now, Karn had also exhausted the Divyastra that Lord Indra had given, as he had to use it on Ghatotkacha, the son of Bhim and Hidimba. He had no Kavach Kundal to protect him anymore, and he found his chariot's wings stuck in the squish of the battlefield. He forgot about the Brahmastra as Parshuram's curse came into effect. Lord Krishna had promised Lord Indra that he will protect Arjun. At one point, Karn found himself stuck with an immobile chariot, all weapons lost, broken, or useless. Krishna inspired Arjun to fire a salvo. Karn died at the hands of his own brothers. After the death of Karn, Kunti rushed to the battlefield when the war machine went silent for the day. She held his face and hugged her son tight. Pandavas learned the truth about their relationship with Karna that evening. They also carried out the last rites of fallen Karna.